improve our, because we know that our body is designed to heal itself. We have such a perfect body that God designed for us. And unfortunately, we abuse it with all of these bad foods. And now the body is not able to heal. But if we give the body what it needs, it performs miracles by the minute and it can actually repair. It can actually heal itself. And so if we look inside of our 7-day program, because we offer something we call the 7-day blood cleanse. Think about that for a second. We've been spending our whole life eating against our blood, okay? And so now it's time to reset it. And so these products are targeted to eliminate mucus and parasites. I was talking with someone who just got back, her friend just got back from overseas and found out she was living with parasites. Most people have some parasites in their body. And unfortunately, the parasites will rob us of all of our vitamins and our minerals. And so we have something that actually is designed to eliminate the parasites, to reduce the mucus, to detox our organs, our colon, our blood, to flood the body with the nutrition that it needs from items like chlorophyll, moringa, rosehip, ashwagandha, and so much more. And what's exciting is we start to see results in as little as 7 days. I'm talking about improved energy, digestion that's improved, weight loss, mental clarity. And some of the additional resources that we provide include our blood type chart so that you can learn which items are for your blood, which items are against your blood, a meal plan, recipes, and so much more. You get access to all the support that you need through our 360 Facebook, our 360 Certified, and our 360 Prime. And here's a question. What if your body didn't need another prescription, but simply an opportunity to heal itself? Think about the power of that. And so there's so much evidence if we even just look at our Bible. God did not leave us lacking for anything. Whether we look at Ezekiel 47:12, their fruit will serve for food and leaves for healing. We can even go back to Genesis 1:29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. So think about that for a moment. And so why this isn't just another cleanse, because it's based on naturopathic and functional medicine. It's based on real-time support, 24/7 access, even with our Facebook group, focuses on education, on changing habits. It also integrates guided support and expert coaching. And so if you really look at all the principles of our full body reset 360, from nutrition to supplements to supportive community to blood type based nutrition, guided coaching, and active lifestyle, it really is a comprehensive approach to really what we need. I want to dive just a little bit further into blood types. Do you know that they actually have done research? And our doctors know this, okay? But unfortunately, if you go to them and ask them to test you for your blood type, not only will it cost your insurance either hundreds of dollars and in some cases thousands of dollars, and we do this test for less than 20 bucks, okay? But do you know that they actually have even linked blood types with chronic disease? And so when you think about COVID, there was one blood type that they knew was more likely to survive COVID, but they weren't telling the ABs and the Bs and the As that we were at greater risk. In fact, if you look at other chronic diseases, whether it's cancer, whether it's diabetes, whether it's cardiovascular, knowing your blood type is critical so that you can understand your risk factors and start to make critical decisions. To give you an example, if you're a blood type B, do you know that chicken is considered toxic for your blood? Do you know that 19% of African Americans are blood type B? So that means there's 19% of the people walking around in our community who have no clue that the chicken they might eat 2 or 3 times a week, thinking they're doing something better for their body than beef, is actually poisoning their blood, leading to heavy uric acid, which leads to gout. It also leads to kidney issues because all of a sudden the kidneys stop functioning and they start spilling out protein. And if you're a blood type A, like myself, we're not supposed to eat beef. We're not supposed to eat bananas. We're not supposed to eat tomatoes, okay? And so there's just so many things you need to know. And if you're a blood type O, you're not off the hook because there's certain things for you, even though, yes, you can tolerate animal meat, you also can get the cholesterol and the heart disease. And so there's certain things like pork, of course, which is for no blood type. Okay. So that bacon you might love, you need to give it up, but also catfish. Okay. And even with blood type O, something as simple as an orange. Dairy isn't beneficial or good for blood type O's. Okay, so if you're eating a lot of cheese and you're drinking a lot of milk and you have a lot of mucus, well, could it be that it's not for your blood? It's toxic for your blood. So it's very critical that you learn what's working for your blood, what's neutral for your blood, and the things that are medicine for your blood. And so we again believe in a 360-degree comprehensive approach. So we transform habits, we transform our mindset, our physical health. This helps us to feel better, live longer, so we can all thrive together. And so we do this with the support of our medical advisory board. In fact, we have medical doctors, we have naturopaths, and these doctors work with us to create not only the best products in the world that are proven. I mean, again, over 34,000 customers, our products have been in use, our cleanse products, for over 15 plus years. Okay. And so these are not just products on the shelf, they're proven from the best team that you would love to work with. Okay. And so one of the doctors that you will hear from often is Dr. Betty Smith. And what I love about working with her, she has been a licensed practical nurse since 1968. I was born in 1973. So I am always in awe when I have her in my presence. This is a 75-year young person who's actually has the energy of someone in their 30s. And then she went on to get her doctorate of naturopathy, and that was in 1982. So we're talking about decades of experience. And then another naturopath we have is Dr. Eric Prince. This is a gentleman at 55 years young. He's running at the college level, and he's actually owns the world title in the fastest person over 40 in one of his categories. Okay, so he is someone to know because he knows his stuff and helps us to bring the best products to you. And then, of course, we have Francine Smith Perkins, who's also got her master's in science. She's also a registered nurse, one of our medical advisory board members, Dr. Joseph Thomas, who's double board certified. Not only is he an OB-GYN, but he also is double board certified in metabolic health. So he knows everything when it comes to the human body, and he has helped us tremendously. And then we have another MD who is a family medicine doctor, and she's been in practice for over 29 years and also part of our medical advisory team. And so I do want to share quickly our disclaimer. Just know that our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements, and know that individual results may vary. And so let's take a quick look at some of the dramatic transformations. Yes, real people, real results, and many of these results are as little as either 7 days or 21 days. And we have powerful transformations that you can check out on our YouTube channel. If you want to really get in-depth knowledge of what these products are doing, we have 10 and 15-minute stories where you can actually hear complete interviews of how people were able to avoid getting stents in their arteries. Okay, people who were dealing with A1C levels over 14, okay, that have went down dramatically. People that actually have helped to break the generational cycle of disease, stroke survivors. So many powerful stories are on our 360 channel. And so we're so proud of each one of these women and men who actually have transformed their life. So again, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. And so how does the Full Body Reset community support you? It's going to give you access to the products that you need, weekly coaching Zoom calls that happen twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. We have a private member group where you can be involved in that group, ask all the questions that you have, and get the support that you need. We provide meal guides, grocery lists, in fact, educational modules, your blood type test, your ABO charts, In fact, there's also bitters that we include inside of our package, and you have the built-in support and accountability. In fact, products that are formulated to detox your blood, your organs, and your colon. So we want you to mark your calendar because we have our very next cleanse that kicks off on July the 5th. Right now, we are in open enrollment so that you can actually join that cleanse right now by going online and purchasing your full body reset 360 package. And so, what to expect once you're in? You're going to get access to orientation materials immediately. You know, your prep week is going to start right now. Okay, so on Saturday, we start prepping. Our cleanse will start on July the 5th. You have weekly check ins and coaching and lifelong community and wellness support. And so, what I want to do real quick is I want to reach out to some of you that are on the Zoom who have had an opportunity to experience one of our cleanse regimens so that you can share really what this has done for you. So let me just look real quick and scan, and let's just see who is out there. So one moment. Well, let's start with our blood type A brother, Kenneth Elam. I see you're on the line. If you don't mind unmuting, sharing your story, and I'm going to keep going down, and I'm going to try to bring up someone from every blood type. So, Kenneth, are you able to unmute? While we're waiting on him to
I'm
unmute.
requesting it from him, and yep, he should be able to unmute it now.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, Kenneth, we can hear you.
Oh, great. Thank you, and good evening to everyone. Like Melissa mentioned, I am a blood type A. For the past 15 years, I've been living as a type 2 diabetic. In 2023, I was diagnosed with stage 3B kidney failure and neuropathy of the feet and the legs. In regards to my diabetes, at one point my A1C was as high as 16.8, and the normal A1C at my age, I'm 57 now, should be at least at a 7 or below. My glucose level, which is the sugar level, was as high as 685. So, now, with the kidney failure, there's 5 stages of kidney failure. I was diagnosed as stage 3B. So when your kidney function reaches 30% or below, they want to put you on dialysis for the rest of your life. I was diagnosed at 32%. Also, with the neuropathy of the feet and the legs, at one point I had broken my toe and didn't even know it because I had no feeling in my feet. So I took my first 7-day detox in June of last year. So to fast forward 1 year later to the present, because I committed to doing a 7-day detox every month up until the present. My A1C has dropped from that high number to a 8 and continues to drop. My glucose level has been the lowest it's ever been in 15 years. It dropped down to a 71. And my neuropathy of the feet and the legs totally healed. My kidney functions also improved from 32 to 50%. So I am a product of the product. And I challenge each and every one of you to come aboard and do this 7-day cleanse with us once a month.
Thank you for that, Kenneth. We are so proud of you, and just it's amazing seeing your transformation. And we're going to move to our B blood. I think there's Brenda Jones out there who's out of Virginia. And I know she's also a great result of just using the right lifestyle. So, Brenda, if you're able to unmute, we would love to hear your story.
Good evening. Yes, I am a blood type B. I did actually a 21-day cleanse and a 7-day cleanse. So within 2 years, I was able to get off of high blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine, and it had to do with the cleanse, detoxing, changing the way I eat, and get rid of the chicken that I so love.
It's amazing. So you had to give up that chicken, but look at the results, hon. So proud of
Yes. Thank you.
you. Yeah, very good. And so now I see we have our AB sister on the line, Kayetta. I don't see a microphone for you, so I'm not sure if you're able to speak or not. Let me just check real quick. Kayetta.
Here,
Oh, there you
Melissa.
are. I see you. Yes.
Yes. So, I'm AB, the most rarest blood type. I also see another AB sister. She's AB negative, which is very, very rare. When I met Akana last year, in July, I was very, very sick. I was in trouble. I was approaching 300 pounds. My blood pressure was out of control. I um, could barely walk. Almost make me cry when I talk about it. I could barely walk, and I could barely, like, you could hear all the inflammation and pain in my knees. Um, I was mourning my mom and my dad who passed away in 21 and 20. And I just kind of chalked it up as grief. But when I was introduced to Akana, the first thing you all asked was, did I know my blood type? And I did not. Everything that I love to eat was everything that I was eating. So avocado is poison to me. I learned shrimp and chickens, poison to me. Black beans, poison. And I was eating that at least 3 to 4 times a week, even though I was buying all kind of supplements and wellness products, and I was exercising, nothing seemed to work. And so when I got my comprehensive bioscan that confirmed that I was in a crisis stage, and that I had clogged arteries and I was near a stroke and a heart attack at 47, I knew I had to make a decision, Melissa. And I just thank God for Akana. My first decision definitely was to change my diet. I saw instant improvement from that, just right there, changing my diet. But then I took it a step further. I started with a 7. I lost 13 pounds in 7 days. 13 pounds of waste at that. Felt an instant difference. No more migraine headaches. And within the 7 days, no more sinus problems. Within the 7 days, it was amazing. Then I did a 21 day. I was so fired up and excited. I did a 21 day. I'm here to tell you, I even did my bioscan again today. No clogged arteries. I'm all in the green, which means normal. My body has been brought back to balance, and I'm still on my journey. So I just thank you, Melissa. I thank Akana, and I thank the coaches and the distributors that encouraged me throughout this journey, because these products are like no other products, organic, natural, and I am excited about my new journey. Back to you.
Wow. So proud of you. Congratulations on that updated bioscan. That is awesome. And so now we're going to move to our blood type O sister, Kathy Weathersby, who you heard from earlier. And so, Kathy, if you would share your story as a blood type O and your experience on the cleanse.
I'll be happy to do that. So I was able to I've done a couple of 21-day cleanses, but I tell you, the first time that I did that, I was like Hayeta, I saw in my bioscan some concerns, right? But after understanding what I needed to eat and kind of getting rid of some of the things that weren't great for me, like the catfish and the oranges and avocados, I really started making small changes that were doable. And through that, I was able to lose 39 pounds the first time, 11 pounds the next time that I did the 7 day cleanse. But even better than that, my energy was through the roof. And like Kayetta, on recent rebio scans, I see improvement going in the right direction. Haven't gotten to green yet, but moving from yellow to blue is the absolute right direction. So these products work. Yes, you do have to make some adjustments, but it's for your life. And I'm telling you, I have not looked back, looking forward to educating and sharing this to more and more people. So again, thank you, Melissa, for everything that you do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kathy. Well, there you've heard it from all of our blood types. And so, are you ready to reset your health? And so, you could go ahead and purchase your cleanse now. In fact, you have actually a couple of weeks before we do start the next cleanse. And we love to do it as a community because sometimes it's hard to do stuff when you go back home. You know, you're dealing with perhaps an unsupportive spouse or people that are just bad influences. So, imagine every Tuesday and Thursday, you have someone who can give you encouragement and support, and then 24-hour support on Facebook. Okay. So you also want to go to knowyourbloodtype.com if you've not been there yet, because that's going to be a great resource page for you as well. And so, how do you join? And so, there's a few ways you can actually get started and be a part of our community. Yes, you can go just get products, but we want you to really join the community. And so, if you've already purchased a 7 or 21-day cleanse, then you can go to our website and just upgrade to the community. And that's 107 right now. If you have not done anything yet, or perhaps you've not done anything for quite a long time and you're not a part of the community, then you can actually purchase the cleanse, which includes also the bitters. It includes your blood type test. It includes all the charts so that you can see what you should be eating, what your family should be eating. So all of that, plus access to the communities and the coaching from our doctors, is included in that price point right there. And right now we are running a 15% discount that's valid up until the end of the month. So you'll save 15% on whatever prices you see in front of you today. And then finally, for those of you who might look at this from a different level, maybe you want to also go out there and vend, or perhaps you want to be a wellness influencer. If you want to make wellness a way of life, we do have a package for you as well. Now, this package doesn't have a discount because it's actually one of our wholesale packages for our business partners. So if you want to look at one of those options, definitely get with the person who invited you with you, and they can share with you more details on how you can do that and more details about our compensation plan. And so in closing, what I do want to share is this is your moment. If you are like me, like so many of them, trying everything, things just weren't working. And so now we invite you to try nature, to try guidance, to try a proven system that comes with a 100% money back guarantee. We're so confident that this works for you just like it worked for us. And I've represented billion-dollar companies where the products didn't work for everybody, right? But this is returning back to nature, returning back to biblical principles. And so what we find is it literally works for everyone who's willing to do the program for at least those 7 days. Okay. So open enrollment has started and actually will go on now through July the 5th. Okay. And so if you're ready to reset, we invite you to get started tonight. Okay. So with that being said, thank you so much. This gives you just a quick snapshot that you might want to take on your way off the call. We also encourage you, once you purchase it one time, to then come back next month and do just the auto ship. And you can actually get that for as low as $99. So you can reorder it on your next purchase and get just the 3 products you need to keep up monthly. So this is something that becomes very affordable for you and your family, because again, you can do it once, but if you really want to be a part of this blue zone that we're creating, you want to think about your health on a monthly basis, not a one and done. Okay. And so, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time tonight. Get back with the person who invited you. Whatever questions you have, make sure you get your questions answered. But more importantly, let's go ahead and make that decision and let's get started tonight. So, thank you all and have a phenomenal night. Bye bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Melissa.
Melissa.
Thank you guys. You're welcome.
Thanks, Melissa.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for your time and attention.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a blessed one. Yeah.